that, I don't know if I paused it or, oh no, I stopped it. Shit. Okay, so welcome back to part 2 of me grabastically trying to acclimate an anemone with a new idea of trying to get them on a pot. I'm trying to get them to take some pot. Where are you taking it? Okay. So anyways, as I was discussing, eventually I've managed to discuss in part 1. Here we have a slow drip acclimator and my finger blocking the camera, and it's dripping into the pot, and the pot is dispersing the acclimation. So these guys are getting a very gentle, sort of ceramic filtered version of my water. Are you pointing that tentacle at me? Okay, sorry. I need to get that fucking LED light away from the anemones, actually. Okay. So, there they are. Slowly acclimating. And hopefully they're going to wind up a lot less stressed out than these poor guys here. Like, I can't believe that whole corner bleached right there. I guess that's what's throwing off the color. It really did show up purple. The whole rest of it's purple. Okay. I went and studied their tank. I'm actually not lacking on the lighting. If anything, I have too much lighting. I'm gonna have to slow acclimate these guys to the lighting that I have. And to me, the best thing for that, although I don't have the piece I'm thinking of, I don't know what the hell I did with it, but it is presently somewhere else. Okay, so this right here, this is a packing foam that came with this protein skimmer, and you might randomly get some kind of white packing foam, but the idea is this is kind of translucent and it's stiff, and I got a piece that can sit right over the aquarium, kind of, and you can use it. What I had been using it the past few nights was to give a little spotlight moonlight for this guy so he wouldn't lose any more zooxanthellae, but apparently that was I don't know, overkill. And I don't know, it's just bizarre seeing an anemone open up at night the way it was, unless it's starving for light. But reef coral apparently doesn't keep that much light. They keep a whole lot of blue light. So I'm glad I got a whole lot of blue light on here now. Speaking of which, more light. Currently running 4 T5s. This one's new. These two are old. Actually, both of these. This one's new-ish, and these two are like a year old. Look at the end caps, for fuck's sake. New, not new. New, oh, not new. Ah! Okay, I'm done. It was fun for me, but I'm done. This is not. This is taking forever. Be acclimated. You're not getting the anemone, I'm sorry. I did finally get some Caulerpa prolifera. I said it right the first try. Caulerpa prolifera. And unfortunately it got delayed in shipping and wound up half dead, but the half that made it is doing okay and helping me reduce my nitrates and whatnot. And I meant to go get some chaetomorpha. I got a little ball of chaetomorpha growing there, but I want my big seaweed ball circling to not lose track of the salinity, because I'm fucking distracted and depressed and pissed off. had chetamorpha die. That's pathetic. It really is. You know you're not doing well when fucking mushrooms and chetamorpha die. Speaking of mushrooms dying, there's a little guy there that used to be my giant recordia. Alright. That's good enough. You see him back there. Right back there. My hands have been washed and vinegar rinsed, and then rinsed in fresh water. Been in the tank for hours now, so it's just no point in keeping them out. If anything, I'll come over here and dip them in that one before I get started on the main ones, because there's no coral or anything in there. Just fish. There's little baby fish, and they don't care. So, what's changed here since the last time I filmed? I don't know. I got phytoplankton. And it's simply phytoplankton. Yeah. Simply lemonade, simply orange juice. This is simply phytoplankton. Simply phyto. Yeah. There's a pre-culture that was running a little line down there into the feeder there. I bought some color-coded zip ties. These are really handy. Color-coded zip ties helping me keep track of which line is what, and I use them to help keep the lines in place. And tuck them here and there, kind of just handy when you're trying to keep a fucking feeding line in place. And for some reason, that's still feeding an empty tank. You know, why not? Let's just keep them alive in there. Let's just keep them alive for no damn reason. I don't even have eggs on the rock yet. I know where they're going to be, though. They're going to be right here underneath the anemone this time. I have no idea how I'm going to catch them, but it'll be interesting. I'm going to have to make sure I get the flow exactly right this time. I'm going to get a bigger harvesting tub. Just harvest them into a giant fucking round tub right here, so I can have like a whole lot of flow, you know, without killing them. And then just like catch them and scoop them up into there. I don't know. Last harvest sucked because my harvesting tube was getting stiff and just wouldn't bend the right way. You know, when you got something getting stiff and it won't bend the right way, that's really annoying. You know, it gets caught in your zipper and like that. What were we talking about? Anemones. Yeah. I am the anemone. I am amazing. Shut that light off, you dumbass. It's annoying. Sorry, anemone. Why don't you look? They just don't look purple on the camera. Well, that's all showing up because there's no lighting. Definitely not as deep purple, that's for sure. It really sucks. So, new RO unit, levels are alright. This one's recovering. Good acclimation process. These ones should be fine. Almost there. So I guess I'll film a part 3 of this stuff. The secret to putting the anemone back in your tank, you don't need to do this flower pot experiment that I'm doing, although it really is helpful as far as putting the water in there. Like if I was gonna acclimate them in a bag, I would try to get a little tiny flower pot plate like that underneath them in the bag, and then stick my drip line underneath that, so it would all be dispersed. What? Why are you scared? What is frightening you, my little thing? What? Stop trying to jump. You're silly. Look how awesome they look. That's kind of a cool effect. Whee! It's like, I don't know, that part on Final Fantasy X when you're swimming through Besaid. Anyway. So, this is getting to be about that time. I'm trying to lose track of time enough so I don't rush this. So, I'm going to go smoke a cigarette and stop being antsy. In about another half an hour, I'm going to put them in, and then I'll film another video. So, let me finish my sentence, and then I'll let you go. You know, the sentence from like 15 fucking minutes ago. Best way, after you've got them drip line acclimated, since this is the acclimation instructional video that I tried to film the first time, best way is to handle them as little as possible. Like, if you're really cool, you'll have, you know, another receptacle, alright? Do not, whatever you do not pick them up out of the water. Okay, always put the bag into the water, put the receptacle into the water to transfer them. And then try to use the momentum of the water between your hand and it to control it. Try to make as little physical contact with the anemone as possible. Okay? Gently cup the anemone's ball. Never mind. That's just, I need to stop doing that for a while. That's okay. Okay. And what you want to do, find a place for it. Get your little plastic butter knife or whatever you can for the scrubber that you want to scrub with. And I used a stick, a little stubby stick, to get all up in this little hole. Oh, sorry, Sherman, I didn't mean to touch you. Fuck. Don't touch the anemones, and I just touched mine. So you want to like scrape all little tube worm spikes and whatever else might be on there, and just like scrape out the little spot that you want your anemone to sit. I'm thinking about putting 2 green bubbles right there and a Sherman right there, so I can hopefully maybe get the clownfish to just play with all the anemones and not piss off any one of them. That's the plan. We'll see if it works in part something of stuff. Thanks for watching, everybody. Like and subscribe. Peace.